Okay, welcome Sagittarius. Pluto and Jupiter in your fourth house brings a new level of organisational skills. Now, Saggies like a bit of organisation. They like to be free soul, free spirit, but they like to be a little bit organised. There could be new studies coming up this month, or travel arrangements, or the seed for travel is sown. Either way, it's going to be a very nice time because Jupiter expands and brings new opportunity. There seems to me of this card to be an influence of journaling, writing down what it is that is in your mind, in your heart, in your influence, because there does seem to be some insight that can come. It would be good for you to tune into this inner knowledge as Uranus and Neptune activate your psychic ability. So there's like you can access it and you can apply it this particular month. And so this is the card of the written word. It's also the card of Jupiter that expands and brings very fortunate energy into play. Get your errands, get what it is you need to be done, everyday things, early. Get them done early this month so that there is more leisure and playtime later on. It is very good for us all to play, but particularly when we have an aspect, we can make the most of that. And because sometimes we think, oh, if we play, we look silly, you know. We don't always encourage our inner child to be in the moment and be spontaneous. This is a perfect time to do that, and you won't look silly. You're going to enjoy it. So get it done. Your words, however, darlings, have power. So choose them carefully. If you want to say negative things, it can be really, really ugly for you. And for the person you're saying it to, of course, in the situation. But when you want to say positive things, it will be very fortunate. Remember the old adage, what you put out comes back. It might take a minute, it might come from another direction or an unusual area, but it will bite you somewhere. So put it out positively, because what you put out positively comes back positively. What you put out challengingly and negatively comes back negatively. So be in that energy. I will say to you, good old Saturn's come into play. Well, Saturn's the teacher, so you will have lessons to learn and you can choose your attitude positive rather than negative. And during all of this, darling, don't forget to listen. Listen to others and listen to yourself. See this card here? This is the card of the Hermit. And the Hermit says, wise counsel. He stands, he has the light in one hand, the staff of wisdom and knowledge in the other. And that's what we all have when we can access that inner energy. And this is very much for you, Sagittariuses. So don't get a short fuse this month. Keep your cool, listen, and just do what it is that's going to give you some level of peace because you're entitled to it. And so it is. Welcome everyone. This is the Psychic Diva coming to you on YouTube. I'm about to give you a little information and knowledge and wisdom about a Tarology energy. That's a little bit of astrology and a little bit of tarot put together in my own inimitable way so that I can give you some information with a little bit of clarity, insight and fun. So let's begin. The April overview for us all is, let's go. In April, Saturn retrogrades to form an aspect with Chiron, which creates an opportunity to create great changes in our lives on a material level. Saturn, he's a biggie. He's the teacher and he's the Lord of Karma and time. And he shows us, when he's in a good mood, how to achieve success. How do we get him into a good mood? Well, let's choose a tarot card to see on that. What would we do? What we have to do is put out our hopes, dreams and wishes and have trust in a little bit of magic. Because between Saturn and Chiron, magic comes because there's a healing, because Chiron is the wounded healer, and it gives us form to change spiritually, our connection to the oneness of the universe. Around the 12th of April, this aspect also gives an opportunity for inspiration and a realisation to fulfil your greatest potential. Now, you may not start anything right at that moment, but you can seed an idea and you can think, what is it that I would really like to do? Also, at this time, from our experiences, we can understand others, and our compassion will become more expansive and bring understanding. There is a lot of light and joy between April the 12th and the 22nd, due, darlings, to a meteor shower in the group's stars known as Lyra. Now, I don't know a lot about Lyra, but I do know about Vega, which is a star involved there. It's the blue-tinged star and is often referred to and known as the messenger of light, and acts as a lighthouse for personal ideals and success. We will experience joy during this period, but of course that depends on our attitudes, darling, because sometimes our attitudes can be or we can be is your glass half full or is it half empty? That depends on you. No one can affect that except you. So put on a happy smile and get on with it and get some joy going where you need it. Of course, Vega is known as chrysolite, also known as peridot. This brings healing and emotional balance and joy and well-being, darlings. Now, the well-being will particularly influence those who have this peridot as their precious stone in their astrological energy, and that is all Leos. So little Leos, big Leos, get to it. This can be a really good time. So bring your positive attitudes out of the old back pocket and put them at the front and get ready to enjoy this. It's a very, very delightful time. I just want to choose another card for the energy of the outcome. Look at I've chosen. Who's a clever girl then? This is the magician. This is the conscious channel. So what you think and feel that comes from your higher self can now bring in your hopes, dreams and wishes, and you can manifest it. This is the card of manifestation. And with manifestation comes the hopes, dreams and wishes. All I can say is, darlings, we're in for a delightful time this April, so make the most of it. Remember, everything is up to us ourselves, the empowerment of ourselves. And a lot of us have self-esteem, worth problems. Now, we need to be able to utilise this energy that's very, very constructive at this point in time and get on with it, right? So, trust yourself and listen to that inner little voice or that feeling that you get, that knowingness, and act accordingly. Good travelling, darlings.